every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Time. It's been like this since so many months, I think, And we are here again today. Today we're gonna talk about Hunger Games in my life in the past week because it was pretty intense. And questions and answers. And before we start, if you just join your name, thumb up. Sorry, open live chat, put your name, where you from, and what time is it in the place where you're from. This is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna read, then we're gonna have some questions, answers, then I'm gonna say a couple announcements. This is definitely interesting. It's gonna be definitely interesting live stream because I have so many news. And okay, you know, I'm gonna read very quick who is here. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for all your support on OnlyFriends and the Patreon. I appreciate you a lot. I have a couple announcements. We're gonna have our first live stream on OnlyFriends. So, where is everyone? Thumbs up. Thank you, Dallas. Hi, Ethan. Hi, John. Hi, Idaho. Ethan from Idaho 203. Bobby from Pennsylvania 403. Isayak from Georgia 403. From UK, Tony Indy 4 p.m. Chris Trevina here, California 1 p.m. Hi, Art Philadelphia here. We got Missouri 3:04 p.m. in Missouri. We got Canada, 3:05 p.m. in Canada. Welcome, Slater. We got Jeremy from Lexington, Kentucky, and it's 4:04. We got Eric from Denmark, as always, here, and he is in Spain right now. So it's 10 p.m. in Spain. Michael Fresno, California, 1:05 p.m. Thomas says, hi, Art. Hi, Thomas. Welcome, everyone who's just joining. We're seeing, we're having a Hunger Games today stories from this week, guys. It's been crazy week so far. What are we doing with the hair? Just reading your where you from and what time is it in a place where you from for start. Hi from Serbia, 10:05 p.m. Hi Dallas, hi Art, it's 2:05 p.m. in Idaho. Welcome. Hi from Massachusetts. We got Brian from Massachusetts here. We got Vlad from Russia here in 11:05 p.m. in Russia. I only have like a couple people in Russia, guys. Russian people are not really into. I think. We got Eric. We got everyone here. Tom Smith. Drinking some water. Your boy Your boy had a crazy week. That's what I'm gonna say. Your boy had a very crazy week, full of adventures and stupidity and fun, sex. Um, it was a lot. An apartment hunt and everything. So I don't even know where to start today. We're gonna start with a couple announcements that I have for today. So I'm still waiting a little bit more. Dennis Nelson, welcome. It's Minnesota 3:05 p.m. as well. We got here Pablo in Mexico. We got here Tony, Brian. Russian boys are beautiful and cute. I agree. Russian boys are beautiful and cute. Whew. Okay. Frank from Detroit, 4 p.m. Welcome, Frank. Christopher here, Zaylor. Hi, Robert. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I don't even know where to start. Okay, I'm gonna start with a couple announcements. Hi, Artem Kevin here. I posted a new picture on OnlyFriends today. If you guys subbing me on OnlyFriends, please like all my posts on OnlyFans. It's good for like it because it shows it matters. It's not like on Patreon. On Patreon doesn't really matter, but on OnlyFriends it's like plays a role if you like. So I really appreciate if you like on OnlyFriends. And I promised you for a while we're gonna do like some stuff on OnlyFriends, like best up live stream and all this kind of stuff, And I'm gonna do a photo shoot right now. Not right now. This next upcoming week again. Underwear photo shoot. So for underwear photo shoot, I'm always scared to do live stream on Instagram because like of music, they do copyright music and they can block you for underwear photo shoot. That's why it's gonna be live on OnlyFriends. So it's gonna be couple lives on OnlyFriends. It's gonna be underwear photo shoot and it's gonna be a bathtub and like I didn't figure out quite yet how I'm gonna do my life with the bathtub. I'm just saying for people who follow me on Patreon, I'm just gonna put a link on my Patreon. I'm gonna put a schedule. I'm gonna put a link for free trial for a couple days for this live stream. So it's gonna be, because I promised all people who follow me on Patreon they're not gonna lose anything, and it's still happening. I post on Patreon and OnlyFans. So this is just a announcement for for oh I just did my chair. Yeah, this is just announcement for the upcoming live streams. But I'm still keeping my live stream every Sunday on YouTube. Where I'm just saying that there's gonna be another OnlyFriends live stream and the Patreon live stream. And I think that's it. The link's in my bio if you wanna check it out. Then, where do you even start? This week was very, very interesting, guys, because I don't know. I'm not super proud of myself this week. I think I could do better. And I don't know. It's just water. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for thumbs up. Speak slower. I'm taking notes. Yes, I think we need to start that this week I met one of my follower and moderators. He was following, I'm not gonna say name, he was following me for like 8 months, I think. And he supported me on Patreon and like OnlyFriends and wherever, and I met with him. So it was very, very fun because we spent a great night on Monday. I was apartment hunting on Monday, and then I met with him. And that's one of the things a lot of people ask me, like, would you be like, sometimes people just find me and like they're like, oh, I want to go like outside with you, like get you dinner or something. And like people, and I'm saying that I'm sorry, but like I'm busy or something. People need to understand that I'm not gonna do it right away with a random person. But if someone is like follows me for a long time and he's a moderator here, or like just texts me and supports me in any kind of way, wherever, I did went outside with 3 followers, I think. 3 followers, friends. That's how I call them, right? 3 friends. That's just the answer. And we had a great time because he was here for work, and we had where did we go? We did go to a lot of places, honestly, and it was so fun. He is definitely one of the YouTube followers, subscribers, and he is older than me, I'm gonna say, and he's older probably than majority of my followers, but he's very charming man, and it was just so fun how people are judgmental, because I'm very open-minded, and he told me even like, oh, Art, I was thinking, like, I was very worried, and it's not like I talk to him every day, but it's like I know this person and I know him in life, and already, right? So I was not scared. Like, people don't be scared. Like, I always have a good eye, and I don't meet up with everyone, with all of my subscribers or followers, wherever. But like sometimes when it's like very, very, like, when you constant on my live and like support me a lot and wherever, I definitely can go on a dinner, and and it was just so funny how people are judgmental, because I feel like a lot of people thought that I'm sugar baby. Which is so terrible, because it's like, yes, he is older, but it doesn't mean like I can be friends with older people, like it's so stupid because people are so judgmental. I went to apartment hunt on Monday, and we went to restaurant with Selka, where we had a terrible server, but it's okay. We ate some borscht, and then we went to, just because I was super nervous and stressed about my apartment hunt, and we went. I'm this kind of guy who likes to sit on the stairs of New York City apartments, So when we sit on the stairs, then we went to where did we go? We did go to Soho. We wanted to go to Soho House, but I took him to the nice place, Vaselka, and he's like, oh, it's very nice art of you to take me to the place that you actually really like, not to the place that is gonna cost $1,000. And I was like, I'm not, I'm not taking advantage of you. And usually I don't tell you guys about the stories when I meet with a subscriber or someone, but I feel like it was a very fun night. And then we were going to how does it say? We went to Soho House, but I don't like, apparently if you need to go to Soho House, you need to be a member. So we were not be able to go there. But then there was a restaurant. It's called Catch, and Catch restaurant. I know this because when I used to be a stripper in 2019, I know that the Catch's restaurant, I had the manager from this restaurant. It's like where celebrities go. And I was like, let's go get a drink. And drink there, I thought they were going to be like $30. They were like $20. So we went to Catch and got like free mojitos. I got free mojitos, guys. I was like so hangover, like so terribly hangover. And the next day, yeah, but it was a great time. And then we sat in a couch, and it was so funny when we were like sitting and talking on stairs, like on the stairs outside. So there, I was sitting and looking at him like this, and he was in front of me, right? And people were passing me by, and they were looking at him, and he looks good, for his age. He looks very, very good. But people saw that I'm young, right? And I'm in real life, I look like probably like 16 or like 18. Very often people say this, and people were passing me by from my back. They were looking at him, and then they were like who he's sitting with, because we were sitting like, and I was like, this is so funny how people in New York, like everyone says like no one gives a fuck, and like you can do whatever you want in New York, but people in New York are actually do care about like who you hang out with, which was super weird. But I still didn't care. And this my friend, he said I was like intimidated that is gonna be like not as like that you're gonna be different in real life or whatever, or you're not gonna be. And I was like, oh, I'm easy because I am easy. And we went to look for apartments. Maybe they just thought he was your dad. I don't think these looks were not good. Like they definitely didn't think that he was my dad. I think they were judgmental because I talked to this friend and follower, and he said that, welcome, Joe, welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, I don't think it was like this. I don't want to say that, And then I didn't care still, and we went to, sounds like it was fun. It was very fun. And then I told him, because I was so stressed out about apartment. And we went to, what did we do? We did go to Catch, and then we were just walking outside in the city. And I started to look in apartments again, and then we were like passing by hotel, and there was like cute guy inside of the hotel, very cute guy. He was 19 years old. He was 19 years old, and my friend, he's charming. He's like much older than me, right? But he's like very charming. He's like waved at this guy, and this guy came outside because he was working he was like a doorman for the building. And we started to talk to this guy, and he was like very cute. He had like Albanian family, wherever. And I followed him on Instagram, even though like, and this my friend, he was like, oh my gosh, he was totally into you. And like, I was like, maybe I should just text this guy. And he's like, because I was like, he's very attractive. I was like, and he was very nice. He went outside and he talked to us for like 15 minutes. And I don't know, and like he didn't want to go inside, even though my friend was like, so do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? And he was like, no, I'm straight. But he could finish the conversation, but he like still stayed with us, and like he still like was very interested in talking. And I was like, he's interested in you. Like he's not interested in me. But whatever, what happened, I added him on Instagram, and I texted him like, is everything okay with my internet, guys, or no? Because I feel like my internet, because I don't see my image here. Okay, wait a second. Oh, my internet are not doing. Freezing. Okay, we are freezing for a second. Are we better now or no? It's a bit choppy. No. Okay. Let me maybe switch to the internet on my phone. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think it's gonna be better now. I switched it from my phone. Okay, this is better now, right? I hope we didn't lose all the people. Perfect, yes. So wherever, we went, and we let this guy leave, and I texted him, hey, if you want to get some coffee or sometimes or dinner, like let me know. And he's like, I'm not really into coffee. And I was like, oh, okay, so like have a good night. Hope my friend and me, we didn't scare you. So he was talking to us for like 15 minutes, and then after this message, he blocked me. And I was like, holy moly, like he blocked me on Instagram. I was like, but I was not texting him anything bad. I just said, like, hope me and my friend didn't scare you, and like offer him a coffee. But he was probably straight, but I didn't understand. We both didn't understand what was the interest of us talking to us, and I don't know. He could just not block me. He could just say, hey, I'm not interested, whatever. But it doesn't matter because I feel like he has Albanian family. But it was fun part of the episode, and then we were just looking at the apartments in Chelsea, and we were googling apartments, and had a great night with my subscriber and follower friend wherever. And I went home, he went home, and that's it. It was Monday. The next day I was very hangover, like 100% hangover, but it was worth it. And he texted me like, okay, Art, thank you so much for the, like, because he was thinking that I'm gonna be like hanging out with him for like 2 hours maybe or whatever, but I spent actually the whole evening after I apartment hunt because I didn't have plans, and it was like very nice. And he was buying drinks. I was like, okay, why not? And very nice guy. And I got some couple presents from him, like a bottle for a tea and something else. Boyfriend bridge. He gave me like boyfriend bridge like this. So it was very nice night. And again, like I just want to tell you guys, I usually don't tell you, like I meet with 3 other people who are like my moderators. Some of them, there was one guy who was like 22, there was one guy who was 49, and there was one guy right now, he was over 60 years old. But like I said, I have different age, especially here on Instagram is like 25, 35, and here on YouTube I have a lot of people over 50 years old because I am an old soul, and people can, you know, relate to me. So yeah, I was just saying, if you're gonna see me sometimes maybe with someone, because I know that people on the streets, like they text me like, oh, I know, like I just saw you across the street. I just want to let you know, sometimes I meet with my followers, and if you're traveling around, usually it's my moderators. Yeah, and I don't regret it, and I don't care how old they are and how old I am and what people gonna think. I'm always trying to make people comfortable, and it was a very nice evening. So I met my subscriber, and I just wanted to tell you this. He's been subscribing to me for like 8 months, probably. Even more, probably 9 months. So yeah, I'm 17, 17 to a lot of art. So yeah, and I'm glad I could make his life better, because he said that I felt like 24 today and I'm never gonna be able to pay you back. And I was like, that's awesome, you know, like that's my purpose. Like I made someone else's life, and he told me like probably in like 6 months you're gonna be sitting at somewhere and like being super successful, and gonna think, oh my gosh, how could I spend the whole night on one supporter? I was like, no, I'm not gonna say this, but I was like, yes, there are some times I feel like because it's impossible to meet with everyone and like spend so much time and like had such good conversation. But I just wanted to tell you and share with you, you know, because I feel like it's important, and uh, it's great, you know, and he's been supporting me for so long. And so this was the first day. I'm gonna talk now about Hunger Games that I have had with my apartment, because it's been on Tuesday. But since we have a little bit more people joining, I just wanna say again that on next Sunday I'm gonna have live stream on my OnlyFriends for the bathtub live stream. You know, it's gonna be some spicy good stuff, but it's not porn, nothing like full nude. Just saying, but it's gonna be very fun and cool. If you wanna check out my OnlyFriends, and people who follow me on Patreon, I'm gonna put link for free 1 or 2 days for the OnlyFriends, so you will be able to access the live stream. Because like I said, if you follow me on Patreon, you're not gonna lose anything. Actually, Patreon has more pictures than OnlyFriends, but on OnlyFriends there's more opportunities. That's it. Next thing, and also like if you follow me on OnlyFriends, please like the pictures, because it counts for your, you know, rating wherever. So next thing, guys, I'm gonna talk about Hunger Games that I've had, and it fucked me up a little bit. And I know it's like keeping up with the art a little bit. So what I want to say is Tuesday. I Tuesday. I was apartment hunting. And I was going to. I got an email on Tuesday from the guy. I applied for this apartment, not applied. I sent the request to see this apartment on July 27th, and I never got back. And I checked that it was in contract in the same day already. So I never had a chance to, you know, to look at the apartment. So I applied, and he texted me like on August. I don't remember what was the day on Tuesday, August, wherever. It was Tuesday, and he said, "Hey, this apartment applicant that was applying, he actually lost his job, and this apartment is free. So I decided to reach out to people who are also, don't forget to put thumb up. I decided to reach out to people who were already interested, and it's gonna be gone probably." And I was like, "Okay." This apartment was 2100, and it was in Hell's Kitchen. It was like 8 minutes walk from Central Park, and I have a video of this apartment on my Twitter if you want to see it. It was a studio, and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yes." And he's like, I was like, "I would like to see it today, and let me know what I need in order to put my application." So I was like, "Okay." So he said that you can come at 7:30. I was like, "Okay." So I was going to Manhattan. I was looking for apartments, and I was really interested in this apartment, he said, because it was 2100, perfect location, separate kitchen, separate closet, couple closets, big windows, third floor, not first, not late, laundry in a building, plus doorman. So it was very good. And I was really interested in this apartment. And I came to the viewing 40 minutes late earlier. What happens, guys? It was insane. Oh my god, what happens when I sit and wait for the apartment? So usually what I do, I sit on the stairs, right? I go and I sit on the stairs. It's insane. I sit on the stairs and I wait because I don't want to go to Starbucks, or anywhere. I'm just sitting on the stairs by this apartment. So across this apartment, there is a church. And there is next church again, like next to the door. And I sit like next to the church, right? And I'm not like, I don't want to offend any religious people or anyone, but if you guys know, I went viral a lot of times because of my flag videos, and I got a lot of hate from specifically Christian white people. And I used Kings and Queens song. You guys know if you follow me on TikTok, wherever. So this is like my signature song. Like literally, a lot of people know me because of these videos because they got millions of views. And I'm sitting on a church, right? Not on a church, next to the church. Looking at my phone, it was like 40 minutes before viewing. And it's never happened to me before, guys. But I hear Kings and Queens playing in my, uh, how do you say this? In my headphones. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, like I'm sitting by the church, there is a kings and queens, all these Christian people hate me, and probably God is gonna hate me wherever. And I was like, and you know what happens? You cannot imagine what happens. So the bird shits on me. On my phone, my hand. Literally, like kings and queens, it's never happened to me before in my fucking life. It's kings and queens, church next to me, church across to me, and literally something like, at first I was thinking maybe someone from church knows me because of videos, and then there's someone put something on me, right? Or whatever. I was like, so like, but then I just sit like this, my phone, and like here's my hand, and I understand that it's bird shit. And I was like, and Kings and Queens plays was like, if all of the queens and the queens on the throne, we will pop champagne and raise our toast. And I'm like I have a view and I was like, okay, first thing I had in my mind is like, thanks God the bird didn't shit on my head. Because it would be so bad. It's also like neighborhood where a lot of gay lives. And I was like, what if my future husband is gonna walk here? And I was like, I have a bird shit on my head? No. So thanks God it on my hand. So what I do, I go to next to some leaves. I'm taking leaves and I'm starting to clean my hands. And like my whole phone, like it was literally in the phone, in the middle of the phone. I'm taking off my case and I'm throwing out my case. I wanted to throw out it for a long time actually because it's kind of broken. Because a lot of this on my case as well, and I take it all and I was like, I'm going to some Chinese store and I was like, do you guys have napkins, whatever? They have this hand sanitizer. I bought them and I'm cleaning my hands of the bird shit. And like, it's like all of the kings and I'm like literally, also if you just joined, it deserves a thumb up. Please put it. It's just insane story. It's like bird shit on myself. But in my country, and my mom says that if birds shits on you, it means that you're gonna get money. So I was like, ah, it's probably for better. It's probably for future, like so. But I'm not like this was insane. Like literally, I never got maybe like once in my life I got shit by bird. Like and literally like it's gonna be like apartment viewing right now. This is apartment. There is a church. I'm thinking about how God is gonna send me something bad because of all these Christian people who hated me. Like guys, I got so much hate from Christian people over the time. I don't know why they hate me. Like I didn't do anything besides like walking with a gay flag. So I was like, and then bird shits on me, and I was like, oh no, it's for better. Like I think it's for better. I'll get money. Like it's gonna be for better. So yeah, sorry, it takes a lot of time. But what happens next? What happens next? I'm cleaning myself, and I was like, maybe it's not the best idea to sit next to church outside before viewing apartment. And I was like, maybe I'm gonna go inside and like wait for this. And I called my mom, I told her, and she's like, that's for better. I was like, okay. Also guys, if you want to support me in any way, check out my Patreon or OnlyFriends, links in bio, or live chat. My moderator is gonna send it. So I went to the complex where doorman, and I'm started to sit and wait. So the let's name him John. The John comes out. His name is gonna be John. Is gonna be real estate agent. So I felt like John is gay. He's gay. I think so. I'm gonna tell you all the situation in terms of apartment hunt and what's going on with my apartment hunt. We need to switch a little bit in order for you to understand what's happening. I explained this last live stream, but you're just gonna understand what happened. So, in order to make for me offer for apartment hunt, I need to make $100,000 because apartment costs, for example, 2,500. You need to make 40 times more. I would not say that I make $100,000, but I do make a good amount of money, but not necessarily 40 times rent, right? With all the streams, if I do well, if it's a good month on YouTube, if it's a good month on Patreon, TikTok, everything, I need to show this to people that I make this amount of money in order to get an apartment. How do I show them? I need to show them pay stub. Since I'm influencer, and all these platforms, they don't give you pay stubs, it's very hard for me to show how I make my money besides bank deposits that I have. So this is like circle that's closed. So you can get a CPA letter. This is self-employed letter when accountant is gonna project how much money you're going to make over the next 6 months or based on how much money you made before. The CPA letter, in order to get this, majority of the time, you need to work with this accountant in the future for taxes. I'm right now looking for accountant who is gonna keep up with everything because I don't want to be screwed up later because I paid taxes all this and I don't want to be screwed out later. And since I do this all these different platforms, it's very hard and people don't know how to do it. For YouTubers and influencers, it's very hard to find a good person. So I try to find, in order for me to rent an apartment very often, I need to have the CPA letter, for example, right? I don't have the CPA letter. I'm trying to call accountants and they say you need to do taxes with us in order to get the CPA letter. So it's like I'm so mad. That's why I was like mad on Monday and like because it's like closed circle which doesn't make any sense. So what happens next? I meet this guy. It's just I'm explaining to you, right? There is this thing like guarantor insurance. It's like I told you before, guarantor insurance, it's a third-party company that can approve you or don't approve you based on your bank statements and CPA and all the things that they're gonna guarantor. You're gonna pay them like $2,000 and they're gonna be your guarantor. If you're not gonna be able to pay rent, they're gonna be able to pay it for you. Okay, this is prehistory in order for you to understand. I went to this apartment. I was sitting and he came out and he was like a little bit gay, but he was like very masculine. He looked like he gave me like bisexual vibes, but closer to gay person, you know? I felt like he was gay. So, and I was like telling him, and he was like, "How's your day?" And I was like, "Everything was okay, but Bird just shit on me." And I was like, I'm just apartment hunting. And he's like, he started to say that there's so many people who are like for this apartment, and that he gets a lot of calls, but he wanted to contact. So he lives on the same floor as this apartment. My theory, conspiracy theory, that he, when I emailed him, he saw my picture and he kind of liked me. Maybe you guys can tell me I'm full of myself, but this is a very nice picture on my email. So I think he was also looking for neighbor for himself. And he was pretty good looking. He was like 35 years old, probably pretty good looking guy. And he was like very talkative. And I was like, "Can I pay you $500 and you gonna help me like to get this apartment?" And he's like, "No, I cannot do this." I was like, "Okay." So I walked in an apartment. I filmed it very quick. I didn't even take a look in the lounge. I was like, "I like it. Let's do this." Like, what do I do? He's like, "Someone offered already 2,200." I was like, "Okay, someone offered already 2,200. I'm offering 2,300 right now." Like, and because I was able to go, it was all included: heat, gas, electricity, all was included. It's for the location and place you guys saw on Twitter. And I'm at this situation at this point where I'm like tired so much. I want to have my own space. I would just, I'm alone for the in past 10 days, and I love Evan's house, but I want to have my own space. And Bird shit on me. So it's like, I'm all like, I'm bidding more, And he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna let you know what you need to do. I'm gonna send you application. I'm gonna send you information." I was like, "Okay." I explained him my situation, and he said, "Do you have CPA letter?" I was like, "No." And he said, "Can you get you can get a guarantor?" And I was like, "Yes." And I asked him specifically what kind of guarantor this building needs, because there are different guarantors, third parties, and in order to get apartment, they need to work together. He said it doesn't matter because this apartment is by private landlord, and if I'm gonna call a private landlord, it means that you're gonna get it. He's gonna approve the guarantor insurance that you're gonna get. I was like, perfect, awesome. This night I went to a restaurant by myself, and I was like chilling on Manhattan. I was like, oh my gosh, finally I'm gonna get it. And I came home and I just filled out everything at midnight. I sent him everything at midnight. He sent me email at 10 p.m. I sent him everything at midnight. Application ID. I took my Credit Karma report. My credit score was 756. If because I saw like some comments, people think that I don't have a credit score. No, I have credit score. Since I moved to America, I opened a credit card right away and I started to build my credit score. So I have 100% payment history, never was late, never like, I have like 20% utilization card, which is very good. So my credit is good. Like I have no loans, nothing. Like, it's just so clean. So I took over my credit score. I sent him everything. So I texted him like, and I hope I'm gonna send you all the information for the guarantor insurance in by lunch tomorrow. His and at midnight, I applied for guarantor insurance as well. I sent them everything, but they also asked me about CPA letter. I was literally at this point. I was like, crap, like what the fuck? Like I don't have a CPA letter. Like I don't have a CPA letter, but I am able to pay rent. Why I can't just rent an apartment? This is like bureaucracy here is insane. And I did not even expect that I'm gonna be approved. I asked them to approve me for 2,300. I said that I sent them my bank deposits. I said what I do. I sent them all the stream of incomes, whatever. And I was like, please, please approve me to 2,300 per month, because that's what I offered for this apartment. So next morning, honestly, I was thinking that I'm not gonna get it. Like I'm not gonna be able to get guarantor insurance because the only thing I had, I sent them bank deposits and the credit score. They checked my credit. So next morning I got a letter. Hi Art, you were pre-qualified and congratulations. Thank you so much. And what you need to do now is our building doesn't work with this building yet. our company. And what you need to do is like landlord just needs to go to our website and like register it, and it takes like couple minutes, and then you're gonna be approved like for this specific building. I was like, wow, I was so happy. Like on Tuesday, I was like, holy moly. Because before 12 p.m., I already sent him everything. They sent this email to the real estate agent too. And they sent the email everything to the real estate agent. I'm like in the middle, you know, when you like in this situation where when you like something and you don't know the answer, and like you really thought you're not gonna get insurance, but you got insurance and like everything is good, and I was like, I feel just good. And I texted him this, and he said, "Yes, Art." He didn't say anything. He never responds to my text. This real estate agent. His name is gonna be John. So he never responded to my message, but he and I was waiting because I was thinking if it's private landlord, I sent him all my documents, credit score. So I was all set up, you know, I bid 100 more. And when I was leaving, I told him if someone is gonna bid more, let me know. I might think I might bid over them. I told him this because it's such a good deal, and especially it's all included. Like it's just such a good deal. So I called him again at like 5 p.m. on Wednesday, and I was like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Art, I'm very sorry. I didn't see your I saw your message, but I was super busy." And I was like, "Yeah, I understand completely." And I was like, "Yeah, I saw that you were approved, and I know that you need some paperwork from the building." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he's like, "I'm gonna work on this," and something like this. And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay." He said he's gonna work on this, and it's like, if it's the matter of the proven building, it's like done deal basically. It's like 95% I'm gonna get it, because if he said it, you know, like if he's gonna work on building. So next day, I text him a message. There is nothing, and I call him again, and he's like, I didn't talk to a landlord yet." And it was weird because yesterday he said that he's gonna work on papers, right? And then he's like, "I didn't talk to the landlord yet, but I think it's gonna happen by today's afternoon." And I actually now analyzed it with you guys, and I feel like it's no. Like I feel like he gave me no, basically. But like he said, I'm gonna talk to him and I was like, you know, I just wanna know if I like keep looking for apartment, or like I'm not looking for apartment, or like what am I doing, you know, like, or do I have a chance, whatever. And he said, yeah, 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 and that's it. Um, so it was last time when we talked, it was on, I think it was Thursday. Yes, it was Thursday when he said that he's gonna send the landlord, but I didn't get a call from him, like nothing. It was afternoon, no calls, nothing. But it was weird for me that he said that, you know, he's gonna only start talking to a landlord now. And on Friday, I texted him. He didn't said anything on Friday. Like I just texted. He never says anything when I text him. Like, you know, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna touch him one more day. It's fine. Maybe he's busy, wherever. But I feel if I would be a real estate agent, at least I would be able to like get back to me. You know, just to say, hey, I'm busy, not doing it yet, wherever. And I was so excited. I didn't even ask him when I'm gonna move in. And then when I called him first time, he said I can probably do it on September 1st. And I was like, okay, September 1st is perfect. It's like very close. So all this period of time, I just like, I don't remember. I tried to take a couple days off of OnlyFriends and Patreon and YouTube and TikTok, and I couldn't do this because like all the time, even when I was with my subscriber, he saw me and he's like, "You never off." And I was like, even though I spent a lot of time with him and I was like trying to hang out with him only, but he said to me as well something like Evan said to me, like, you always work and like you always answer someone, or you always like schedule photo shoot or like some kind of bullshit, or like you have a video premiere. So Art, you need to like have detox from your social media, because it doesn't seem like this, you know, until people meet with you. I was like, yes. And I was like, I was texted on Twitter. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna take one today off, and I never did. I was just keep posting stuff and like responding, and I was like so feeling miserable because I was waiting for this response. I did not go to apartment because I like literally want to throw out of looking for apartment. I'm like at this point I looked at like 50, probably more than 50 apartments for sure, probably more than 60. And I'm just tired, and I was looking for a real estate agent because I was like, okay, maybe it's just like, maybe I need to pay a real estate agent because it's just insane, you know. Maybe because I see also like on my Instagram, people who live in New York, they constantly say that it's very hard right now and it's a peak. And if I would have a real estate agent, it would be a little bit more easier because I would not have to look for leads by myself. And I would get leads because they have more leads. And I was like, okay, maybe I should get a real estate agent. I talked to one guy and who is a real estate agent, and I talked to other person who is a real estate agent. And by this point on Thursday also, I want to say that art went wild because I went live stream with my friends and followers on TikTok, and we went to the dinner, and then we went to Monster, and then I hung out with my friend John. You guys saw him in a YouTube video, and we did get a lot of drinks as well, and talked and like had content ideas and everything, and like there is gonna be so much more. That's what I liked about New York, because on Thursday, guys, we did some crazy stuff. Like I would say, I don't want to be super specific, not with John necessarily, like not with him, but like we went wild. Like we were like all over the city, and I liked it. And it was like there was so many things to do, and I was like, sometimes I forget about like that I'm young, and I do want to go out sometimes, and like spend time and like do some crazy wild shit, because like when if it's now. So we had a great night on a Thursday, and we had so many more ideas. Like when I meet with someone who is like more creative, or who is also creative, and who is like, I have so many more ideas like to do TikTok and all this stuff, because I am, you know it's just cool. It gives me motivation and like inspires me a lot. And I went viral, semi-viral. It's like 570,000 views on TikTok, which is not my best video, of course, but like I did a cool video, and it was like everything was good. But I did not look for apartment on Thursday, and I didn't look for apartments on Friday. Yeah, I was literally waiting, and I was like 100% sure that I'm gonna get this apartment. On Saturday, I started to worry because he didn't call me. I called him yesterday on Saturday, and I went to look for apartments. I looked at 4 apartments yesterday. One of them was actually 1650, which is the cheapest apartment I could find, but it was very Upper East Side, and it was not the best apartment at all. Like you can see, there is a mold there. There is gonna, cause after my apartment in Chicago, you can see there's gonna be a mold there. You know, all this bullshit. Like I know it's gonna be not good. So they were not all good, and I even started doubt myself. Like, do I want to be in Hell's Kitchen, or do I want to be in East Village? Maybe I should be in like Upper East Side because it's more calm, or like what I should do. And I was like, because of the situation with this real estate agent, and I called him, he never picked up, he never called me back. So now, if I thought that it's gonna be like 90-10, yesterday I thought it's like gonna be 50-50. Today I think it's 90-10 that I'm gonna get it. I feel like I don't think I'm gonna get it, especially specifically this apartment, and I feel like I have to keep looking. But what happened? There's a real estate agent who texted me, and he sent me apartments, and he said that there's this like very hot market, and he said that he's gonna help me. So and I know this guy a little bit because I was supposed to meet with him. Very beautiful boy, very hot. So I'm trying to see, but I'm not relying on him so much. But he sent me some apartments, and I hope that I'm gonna find an apartment through him. So this is gonna be the plan from him, like, because he like I looked at my last apartment yesterday, and he texted me. Like I got him on a call, and he said, I explained to him the whole situation, and he said, if everything like you say, you're very well qualified. Like you just have to find an apartment, and it's like, maybe for me it's gonna be easier. And I was like, yes. And I was like, I'm really into finding a real estate agent. So basically, we agreed, and hopefully we're gonna meet tomorrow, probably. Hopefully, I'm gonna text him right after live stream again, and to see some apartment, because he's scheduling the viewing for apartments. But I was like very doubtful of myself. So overall, art from on Friday, Thursday, and yesterday was okay, but Friday and Thursday I was having fun, but Friday was like miserable day, just laying in a bed, depressed. And I feel like I don't have to be depressed. It's just I don't know. My life is not the worst life, like it's normal bump that I cannot find an apartment right away. And I got Evan, which is very very nice guy, and you know, like I already got lucky and I'm lucky person. You know, it's normal things that I cannot get everything I want in the first second. And it's just normal. But it's also valid and normal to feel sadness or sometimes depression, um, because like I cannot, like everyone has their own things to be upset about, right? And I might seem for you like, oh my gosh, Art, like you really don't have a problem, like it's just a matter of time, whatever. But when you like work for something and you finally find something you like, and then you're like, experiencing rejection, it still fucks up with your brain, you know, guys. Like is it still affects you when someone rejects you, like no matter, or someone ignores me, like, you know, I have the worst situation, I feel it's from childhood. You know, it's just so frustrating, you know, when you someone ignores you. Like he could just say that because my first girlfriend that I was in love with, he was like very ignoring person, and I feel like that's affected me a lot, and I always like scared to be ignored. And he would just say like, hey Art, I'm busy right now, it's not my first priority, but I'll get back to you, that's it. You know, you could just text it. But I also understand everyone is busy, everyone had their own life, and I'm just a guy who tries to rent an apartment. And you know, there is so much stigma about people who are doing something online, because at the end of the day, like I'm more safe in terms of making money now than any guy who works in a restaurant, any guy who works in theater, any guy who works in a bank, because they can be fired tomorrow, you know what I mean? But people on Manhattan, they don't understand this. They have this idea of regular typical job, because we live in during corona mora times. You know, nothing is like, you know, but I feel like everyone who is doing something online is more protected. um they don't want to put them all on the market because it will further lower prices. James, I don't know, you say this, but I don't see that it's slow market, it's insane market, James. You said it last time that there's so many apartments that landlords don't show. I talked to like 3 real estate agents. I don't see the point of landlords not showing the apartments, because literally this week it was the same. Like someone put apartment for 2,500 again, and it was 2,800 4 hours later. You know, because he was like, because of such a huge interest, landlord decided to raise rent to 2,800. It was not the best apartment, not at all. And it was like couple apartments like this. Oh, we decided to increase the rent. I even didn't come to the viewing yet. I quoted like it's like 4 hours before viewing, right? And it's like they send you this message. I don't know why do you think like this. In my everyone who's around me, like they say what they say, you know, like. And again about like corona mora time, like no one is safe right now, and I feel like people who are doing something online, they're more safe than people who are going to work in a restaurant, you know. But landlords on Manhattan, they wanna you know. And you say you lived in New York your entire life, but also I don't feel like a lot of things matter after last year, because last year changed everything. So but I also value your opinion, and you know, I'm just saying it's all from the my personal experience, and I'm saying it all because of the real estate agent that I worked with. That's it. That I worked with, that I talked with. But hope, guys, that this week I'm gonna work with this guy, and it's gonna be good. And I hope, because there are some things when sometimes it's better to trust someone else, you know. Yeah, so you say in a chat that there are 16,000 vacant officially, but there are probably 3 times that amount. Lenders have bank loan obligation, so they can't rent below a certain level. You see, so it doesn't really matter if they can rent. I don't understand why you count in this apartment if this apartment they're not able to rent to people. We don't really have to count them yet. We are counting apartment that lenders are able to rent to the people, you know? Sounds like a case of bait and switch. What does it mean? What does it mean, bait and switch? Art, why not try to sublet? I tried to sublet. I put a lot of Facebook groups, And one of my friends said there is gonna be a sublet of his friend, and this is 2700, and it has washer and dryer in a good location. And I was super excited at first, but like it's gonna be since October. I had so many like breakdowns, not breakdowns, but like in my mind because I overthink too much. Because I hate to be in transition. Like I'm the guy who plans everything a year ahead sometimes, you know? I like doing this. And I like when my life is very predictable at some point, or like I'm looking forward to something. And when you're living in like I've been here 3 weeks now, and like it's already not as I predicted, which is fine. Life is unpredictable, but I don't really want to live in transition for like 1.5 months more because I can't really focus on content. I have, like I told you, short film idea that I want to do about gay people, and you know, I have so many more ideas. I have like constantly people reaching out to me about photo shoots. That's other thing, guys. Also, why not rent cheaper apartment, cheaper city, and save money to buy? Okay, Patrick, Argentina. I This week I learned a very nice saying. He is saying, why not rent a cheaper apartment in a cheaper city and save money to buy your own apartment in the future? First of all, I I'm gonna it's like such a good question. I'm just gonna like really answer this. Um I watched a lot of interviews this week, and I watched interview about the group Tattoo. I don't know if you guys know. Tattoo is very famous Russian group. It's the only Russian group duo of two girls who pretended to be lesbians that got so popular even in the United States and Japan, everywhere. So, and they asked the producer of this group, so why you didn't give the rights to Universal and to producers in America, because they could be the first duo in United States in Russia that got to Western market. I'm just saying that not a single duo or like artist from Russia didn't get to their point. They were world famous. Even if you don't know about them, they were world famous in 2001, 2002, 2003. So he said a good thing, like, because creator, how do you say this? Потому что creator никогда не поддастся логике и разуму, поэтому он creator. He said that creator is never gonna listen to logic or intelligence or logic or razum. How do you say it on English? Creator is not gonna listen to logic or intelligence. Probably something like this. I don't know if Russian speakers are here. That's why he's a creator. Why I would not stay in Austin, Texas and save money? Because I was miserable in Austin, Texas. And look at my content since I moved here. Since I moved to New York, my channel on YouTube skyrocketed. You know, like, and it was no reason for me to go to New York, right? Like, if think about logically, I could get the best studio in Austin, Texas, and live in the best place in Austin, Texas, and it seems like it's a great city, right? But I was so miserable because it was not for me, because I was not inspired, because I didn't have I was sleeping till 2 p.m. I didn't know what to do there. I was not able to move around, and you know, like, I'm not following logic, and sometimes my steps, very often my steps, are not logical. Why would I move to Austin, Texas when I had $300 and I had nothing, but I had some people in Chicago, you know, who can help me and stay in Chicago for free? But instead, I moved to Austin, Texas, to the city where I could come out and do everything and like build all these platforms without any logic, without any, you know, without any proper explanation for the regular person. Like, people would think that I'm like stupid to do this, right? Or why would I leave Chicago when I was making a bunch of money? You see, we see that despite the search for apartment, art is so much happier. Art is 100% happier. There is no explanation to live in a cheaper city, in a cheaper apartment, because here I can make so much more money than, and I don't have this logic of saving money and living in a cheaper place. I find a logic in creating a new source of income. You know, I find the logic in making more money in order to afford better life than save money and live in a shittier apartment or worse city. I don't know how to explain it, but when I walk around Manhattan, it's just so you can it's not for everyone 100%, but like you know, where I'm saying, Manhattan has become a place for only the rich. I don't think like this. I saw so many options. If you really want to live there, you can find options. Like I don't consider myself rich. I'm so far away from rich, and I still can find it. Even if you make 5,000 per month, you can afford living on Manhattan. Yes, you're probably gonna lose a lot of this on your rent, but you can still, you know, you can still figure out. So the answer to this question, I just like this question because a lot of people think like you think, Patrick. Why not rent cheaper apartment in cheaper city and buy your own apartment? About buying my own apartment, I don't need to buy my own apartment right now because I'm so young. I'm not sure where I want to. I was thinking about this so many. I try Queens. James, I try Queens. I don't want to be in Queens and Brooklyn. I want to be in Manhattan. I moved here from Manhattan. You know, I checked out Queens and Brooklyn. I would live in Williamsburg, but again, so I would want to buy apartment for my mom. You know, for her. You know, for her retirement. That's probably gonna be the first property I ever gonna buy. It's gonna be apartment in Warsaw or a house in Warsaw, and someone says, James says Queens is so much cheaper. But James, I'm not gonna be happy in Queens. That's the whole point that I'm saying. There is no like I'd rather make more and work more and put more more effort, and I'm gonna have so much more power when I have this. I just, you see, you guys don't see things that I the way I see them, and it's legit and it's valid, but everyone is different. You know, like everyone is different. So that's the question, that's the answer for you. And like I said, I would rather buy an apartment for my mom first, but also I have an idea that maybe by the time I'm gonna be 30, uh, our world is gonna change so much. So like I'd rather spend my money on travel and experience and helping other, like my family, and maybe not only my family in the future, than buying an apartment. But I was thinking about, like, I looked at the apartment. Literally, I like the question because I was thinking about, like, would I be able to buy an apartment here if it costs $1 million? And I think yes, at some point in my life, I think I will be able to buy an apartment that costs $1 million if I work hard and if I like put a lot of content. If I'm gonna get into stuff that I want to get myself into, you know what I mean? Art, don't want to feel like you settle for something you really don't want. Absolutely. Like I went to Queens and I went to Brooklyn. Guys, I saw so many places. I saw, like I said, over 60 apartments, and it was not only Manhattan, you know. And it's very important for people who are like creative, who are doing something, because my mom also explains everyone, like, you wake up every day, right, and you think like there's video YouTube, like I put, right, underwear photo shoot, and they're like underwear photo shoot, they're doing perfect, right, on my YouTube channel. They're like over 100,000 views. There's another one, but I didn't come up with this idea right away. In order for me to come up with this idea, I need to go through some experiences and like look at something, you know, like look at others people's channel, whatever. And when I talk to someone who lives like in Austin, no one wanted to talk about being a creator or YouTuber or TikToker. Yeah, there were a couple people, but most of the time is just, okay, in Austin is such a huge culture of hanging out, like going outside, going to drink, going kayaking, because there's so many good spaces in Austin. And it's like I literally watched one of YouTubers who said that in Austin is like very huge culture of going out. Here, like I can meet with John, and I was like, and I can start talking to him about like TikTok, and I was like, imagine doing this comedy sketch, because I saw that someone is doing like white wait. Bait and switch, known the action generally illegal of advertising goods which are apparent bargain with the intention of substituting interior or more expensive good. A bait switch scheme. Okay, I see, Mark, what you're saying. So I was like saying to John, imagine doing this like white toxic mask for mask guy series, and it's like white toxic mask for mask guy live in Equinox, and imagine filming TikTok how we're like walking out the outside of the Equinox, like, and drinking my shake. And some cool ideas to laugh at some things specifically that are like kind of stupid, and it's like, yeah, and this is good. And it's like something else, something else, something else. So yeah, I don't know why I'm explaining too much today, but I was just like I'm saying, there is so many things, and I have a mentality, I'd rather pay more and make more than save and make the same amount. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather to build more and more sources, and like put more content and YouTube and everything in order to make more than just save more. But still save, still not be, stupid about financial situation, because I'm not never gonna be safe. Like, I talked to my subscriber who I met on Monday. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm looking at the server, or like someone else like who is working very hard, and I'm like, I'm very happy and lucky that I got out of this, because it's like so hard, it's such a hard work. And I'm not saying that what I do is not necessarily some hard work. It just takes a lot of brain sometimes, and marketing skills and everything else, right? But this is also such a hard work that I don't want to do, and it doesn't make me happy, because what I do is makes me happy. And it's like, I feel like no matter how much money I make, I'm never gonna be feeling safe, because it's probably because of my background. Like, I'm never gonna be like feeling safe. I'm never gonna be safe, because I'm always like on the back of my mind, what if it's gonna blow up, what if it's gonna be this, what if it's gonna be this, like. And he's like, you have time and you have beauty, it works for you and it works against you. And I 100% agree with this. You have time, I am 24 now, which is good, and I have beauty now, which is, let's acknowledge this, I have this and it helps me as well, be a little bit cute. Of course, I have brain, which is not as often as people usually don't really have a lot of mind. But I understand specific things, and in order to for me to do some things, I need to go through some experiences, and I need to take steps and actions that are risky, they're not necessarily make sense for everyone, but I know they make sense for me. And time works against us. Today I'm 24, tomorrow I'm 30, and today I'm cute, tomorrow I'm not. And that's why I'm in constant thinking. And apartment hunt, guys, it's just a temporary, like, how do you say this? Temporary bump, temporary bump. And there's gonna be 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, we're probably gonna see it in, hopefully we're gonna see it in my apartment and talk about how to put different bed together, and that the school that I want to enroll in, and I'm gonna tell you future plans, and all the things. It's just temporary situation. I'm really glad that we are having this conversation, because I'm always 100% sure, 100% true to myself. And like, I always read some stuff like marketing strategy, and wherever I told you like last time, probably if I would be more dramatic, I would be like more successful in terms of YouTube, right? But now I feel like it's very good in long term to be myself, because sometimes I see like the guys who are doing on OnlyFans, who are doing like a lot of more than I do, right? And I was like, holy moly, this guy makes literally, like, I found a guy who shows how many fans he has, and he has 6.7k fans, and he's not such a big influencer. I think like he's a little bit higher influencer than me, but for your information, he has 6.7k fans, and his subscription cost per month $10. So he makes $65,000 only from subscription on OnlyFans. 65,000 per month. And on OnlyFans you can sell pictures and everything. He does porn. Like, I'm not gonna do porn, I'm not gonna do full nude. I can do some sexy stuff like Andrew Neighbors does, right? But only like, and I start to compare myself and think about like, okay, like this guy has so much more money, and like, he does porn, but I never still have, like, I don't wanna be I'm not in this idea of running after something that is against my feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm like, I never had an idea. Okay, maybe I should just sell a dick picture. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't against it that he's doing it, right? but it's just so much easier. But I still don't have. I rather stay true to myself. That's why I'd rather to explain how things work, how I do. That's why I'd rather be like honest about, like, I could say, okay, guys, I'm looking for apartment for like 1,500. No, I'm just being honest 100%, and I'd rather, like, stay honest to myself. Because that's where that's in the end of the day, that's what matters. But also, like, people can do whatever they want to do in terms of like bring them money, and like, and I'm not saying that I'm an angel, 100% not. Did you see my sometimes on my OnlyFriends pictures? They're like, but again, not trying to become poor model. It's just not you, Art. Yes, it's just not me, Art. I'm just the guy who is gonna be talking to 100 people and just having a great time being who I am and talking, and it's just like there's gonna be generally people who are interested in this. What are some of your projects for the future, your career? And this is Patrick. I'm gonna be able to talk about once I'm gonna get an apartment. For now, I see a lot of people reaching out to me because of for the photo shoots. I have a lot of photographers now. First of all, this Vogue guy that I talked about, he said he's gonna text me this tomorrow. He said he's gonna text me tomorrow, and I'm gonna shoot with him. Then I have planned photo shoot this week. I'm so sorry that I mostly have now underwear photo shoot videos in the past, you know. Like, I don't know, you guys saw, like, I had so many more talk videos, but now I have like photo shoot, underwear photo shoot, and I still have like 2 videos already filmed for underwear photo shoot, but I didn't put them. And there's gonna be another video underwear photo shoot, but also there's gonna be live stream on my OnlyFriends for this. So, what I was saying, it's gonna be a live stream for OnlyFriends for this, but on my it's just one of the project. Like, I have so many content from this, like from photo shoots right now. So I'm still doing this, and then I want to enroll in some class, but I don't want to tell you what class and what studio and wherever. I don't want to tell you yet, because that's kind of also why I started to do OnlyFriends. I want to have so much more money to invest in the things that I want to get. Like, I want to get a better camera, I want to get a good microphone, I want to do interview with some people like Rena Gold. And like Rena Gold, I would do like honest interview with him. But when I texted him, I had probably like 4,000 on my I had, when I reached out for Rena Gold about interview, I had like 4,000 subscribers, and he said maybe when I have more subscribers, he can give me interview, something like this. So maybe I'll get to like 20,000, and I'm gonna reach out to him again, and I want to do like interview with him or some other gay YouTubers, But I want to do a good interview, like with a good quality camera, and talk about their, because you asked, that, like, I have a journalist blood in me as well, so I want to meet some people, and I would literally travel to them and, just to get their interview. But I need to bring them some value. So that's one of the things I want to do, and I want to do the short film. So it's going to be a lot of things, but Art, can you fake blow your nose? I like all times. No, John, maybe next week, man, maybe next week. Okay, wait, but I also need to do... Sorry, guys. I actually needed to do this. I just couldn't do this. But my friend Jeff, who was saying, like, I was sad yesterday. I was like very sad, like, yesterday, because I compared myself to some other people, and I compared myself yesterday to some other people that I don't have to compare. Like, that's another thing I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. Other things sometimes people have is they compare themselves to like others, and I don't like to do this, and I know it's not healthy, but I have, how do you say this, not immigrant guilt, but something like I see the guy and he's successful, right? He's 28, his net worth $1 million, right? He's successful, he has a good job, he's like, I know, like, this guy, right? And I feel about myself like, and I know he's gay, and I know he was like, he came out earlier, and I feel like yesterday, my feelings, I'm gonna explain you. Like, I felt like I'm so behind, and I was a little bit mad, but like I'm so behind, right? Because I want to be like successful, I want to help my mom, I want to live in my apartment, you know, and maybe I do want to have my apartment, but I cannot allow myself think about this. And I was like, I'm not cute enough, and I'm not big enough, I'm short, I'm not you know, muscular enough, he's this, he has a huge dick. So you know, and I compare myself to this guy, and at this point I start to think about like, okay, but this guy is a white guy who was born in open-minded family in America. He didn't have to like learn English. He didn't have to worry about green card and not seeing his family for 4 years, 4.5 years. You know, he didn't have to worry about missing his grandparents' funeral because he couldn't go because he doesn't have a green card. You know, like he didn't have to worry about coming out because he was born in a family that is very accepting, right? So all he had to worry is just be 18 and go to New York and get education and do money, you know? Like of course he had his other issues that are very valid and his other problems, but we have a different start. Like my start is here, you know, like wait, my start is here and his start is here, you know, and that's the thing that, you know, I need to remember and take under consideration. Even first of all, it's not healthy to compare yourself 100%, but this is just life. And he finally had to blow his nose. Yes, I did. This is just life, and this is just, I'm not trying to be poor, it's just obvious facts that you know, sometimes me and immigrants, and what I can do, like I talked to my friend Jeff about this, and he's like, yes, like yes, Art, your feelings are valid, and jealousy, and maybe, you know, um it's valid, you don't have to fight with them. But also he reminded me of this thing that I told you about, you know, like because he's this guy and I'm this guy, and we had totally different. And besides this, I do think about myself very good, you know. I still have so many loyal people, like, you know, I have you here, I have some people who've been listening for me here for like what time, 70 minutes already, you know, and I don't have to compare. And it's like I have people who follow me on OnlyFriends and Patreon, and you know, I have people who care. So, and then there's so many things about me that are good, but there's gonna be moments in my life when I'm gonna underestimate everything I have, and be jealous of something, which is totally valid. We're all humans and we go through this. And but that's the feelings I felt yesterday. And it's, you know, and it's like, why I was not born in America, why I had to go and learn English, why I had to like go through all this hell, and you know, fight for the documents and all this bullshit, why someone else was just born here. And they're like, and then I was like, okay, Art, you can think about this like you, but there's gonna be some people who were born in North Korea, right? And they literally have no freedom and rights. And there's gay people who born in North Korea. How you can even compare yourself, like you're a ungrateful piece of shit. But that's where I said to you before that everyone's drama is valid, you know? So what is the issue we're focusing? So hey, welcome Joshua. So everyone's drama is valid, it's just we have to be grateful and don't forget about things that we have and appreciate them. Because I'm very open with you, I'm not perfect, you know, perfect guy with a cute face who is like super happy and has no jealousy or whatever. I do have this sometimes, and I'm working on them, and you know, it's fine. It's just feelings I've been feeling yesterday, and then you know, talk to my friend Jeff, and talk to him about all of the things, and it's just like, you know, I'm in the good spot in my life. And I have so much hate sometimes from people who are like, oh my gosh, get a real job, or it's like, or like, you haven't done anything. And I was like, fuck off, like just go. What I like is just I learn how to you know, how to block people right away. Like I just like to block people, it's just my hobby now. And yeah, so this is the feelings. And yesterday I was like, okay, I drank 3 beers and I went sleep. And hey Kenny, you missed such a good life, Kenny. This is a good life, I feel like. And yeah, and basically that's the feelings I felt. But we are got rid of him, acknowledged, and you know, there are only 22 YouTubers with over 1 million subscribers, and there are over 30 million YouTube channel. Yeah, that's a lot of YouTube channels, and 22,000. Yeah, that's a lot. Also, guys, we're almost at 10,000K on YouTube. please share it with your friend. Not this live, because this live might be boring for people who don't know me, but Rena can be very convincing and talk Art into doing something he doesn't want to do, and he's done it before. Oh no, Frank. I don't think you need to be worried. Also, yeah, you don't need to be worried. Also, I know what I'm doing, you know? Well, David, hope you feel like you're an early teenager. David, I don't know if he had a birthday or what. Oh yeah, he said something. So yeah, guys, comments, question, concerns now. A little bit. Let's. You can call me out on something. That's the time. If you feel something, if like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm too honest with you. Do you think I'm too honest? Do you think I should keep something or no? Because I feel like it's not good to tell that I had this jealousy moment yesterday. But I don't feel like it's too good. Mm. Be thankful for all good in your life and preserve. Yeah, George John, I 100% agree with you. Just be patient and keep working hard. Honesty is always best. Yeah, I like that. Then I was shopping for the week and I'm sorry I'm missing out. Yeah, Kenny, you need to catch up. We had a great life. Stay honest, this is why we watch. I'd probably feel the same now. I'd probably feel the same way. Don't change yourself for anyone, including us. Honestly makes you a human, a real person and not fake. Talking about it loud is therapy. I have you're my therapist and you're my friends and family, honestly. Like that's why I'm so like these lives are so like relaxing for me, you know? I feel like I have all this bullshit over the week, and then it's just like I think it will help you to have a realtor to navigate the apartment purchase. Yes, Chris Trevino, 100%. I feel like it's gonna be actually saving my time and money if I have a realtor, and that's what I'm doing right now. Did Art say he's upset about his turning 24 years age? No, the right realtor. I hope it's gonna be right realtor. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be right realtor. You're the best we'll have for you and only for you. Thank you. You're a very special person and you are very refreshing. I thought I throw a dart at your calendar and hit August 26th. This is when we'll get an apartment. You will see. I hope I'm gonna get before August 26th, guys. Apartment. I really hope. But hopefully, Also, I am for people who are very loyal here. I'm so sorry if I'm gonna put more videos of underwear photo shoots. I know you guys might think that I'm like thirst trapping here, and it is true, but these videos are getting a lot of views. And I do want to finally grow till 10K, and maybe then 100K on YouTube. So it's just like I said, Art moved to New York. Art needs to figure out about all sources of income and all the things. I'm going to go with Evan on his trip on Northeast. Evan asked me to go with him to Vermont. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna go. It's gonna be in 2 weeks. I'm not sure if I want to go because it's gonna be a lot of party. I'm not sure if I want to party, but I might go. I will see. One of your TikToks got over 500,000 views. Oh yeah, it's very very recent. Yeah, we're all coming to have party when you get your apartment. When you get your yes, we are gonna have a party, guys. That's gonna be. I do find yes. Chris, and especially if you don't feel awkward to liking all the thirst traps, especially if you follow me on OnlyFriends, please like all the pictures and all the posts because it helps to like count, and apparently it shows good, like apparently it shows that I'm like also on OnlyFriends. I'm gonna do a live stream next Sunday. Probably I'm gonna decide today, tomorrow, because I posted a new picture and people say when they wanna live stream on OnlyFriends. People who follow me on Patreon, I'm gonna put it post on Patreon how to get on OnlyFriends live stream. I'm gonna put people for Patreon some link. We are going to follow you anywhere. Thank you, Daniel. Art, I love you and be happy and be safe home. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We can relate to someone being honest. Thank you. But I also have a couple video ideas. What I want to do is I want to talk about, like I told you, um, I want to talk about old gay vs young gay. Then I have an idea 9 months after coming out. I have so many more ideas. I just need to have students. I read some people make 6 figures a month on OnlyFans. I told about you today, the guy who makes 67 grand a month only from subscriptions. You could relax. Yes, I support you on Patreon. Who else does? Show hand. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. For people who are on Patreon, I'm just gonna put a link, and they will be able to see my live stream for like 2 days free subscription on how do I say this, on OnlyFans. But it's thank you, Art, for answering all the questions. You may get so many followers, you may not be able to answer all of your questioners anymore. I'm trying to be more open, and even if I'm gonna have 1 million people, I'm definitely gonna remember all the people who were here at 10K. And I think I'm not gonna be at this point when my live stream from YouTube gonna disappear, or even if it's gonna be less YouTube, it's gonna be okay. Like, but I still gonna be live streams here. I also support Art on Patreon. Thank you. So yeah, that's where we are standing at, and I hope I cleared out the answer about you know I really like this thing, and I'm not talking about myself like a huge creator or something, but like I'm very creative person, and it's like I never followed logic and I never followed intelligence. If I would follow logic and intelligence, I would not be where I am today, and you would not like me because I would not achieve much, guys, if I would only follow logic. Art, if you make that much money on OnlyFans, do yourself and save it. You or anyone cannot make that much money on OnlyFans forever. Deep, I love what you say, and I'm not saying that I make 65,000. Not at all. Not even the 1% of. I just said there is a guy who makes this much money. I don't make that much money on OnlyFans, but I do save money, and I do. That's why I want to buy an apartment for my mom first, because not everyone is gonna make this much money forever. It can disappear tomorrow, but that's why I do YouTube a lot, because I want to be YouTuber a lot. So I'll still be here even if Art is 10 million. Thank you, Kenny. You're very nice. Art, do you have a personal email I could send you? Yes, David. There is a personal email on my link, or someone can send it to you here. I think I think I can. Bizrukavenko art@gmail.com. Thank you for always. I'm trying to respond always, guys. I'm responding to all of the messages. Sometimes it just takes me 2 days, but I don't think it's like more than 3 days. But like if I'm online, I'm responding only friends messages and Patreon messages all the time. So it's you know uh, I'm very responsive. I'm just trying to, no matter what people text me. Sometimes people YouTube and OnlyFans next. Yes, next one is gonna be YouTube and OnlyFriends probably, because people say that. But OnlyFriends is gonna be like 8 p.m. probably Central Time, or 9 p.m. And YouTube Live is gonna be next week is probably for an hour only. So I can do OnlyFriends Live as well. The advantage of OnlyFriends Live is you can do whatever you want to do, and you can put music wherever you want to do, and you can get tips from people. So it's a lot of more advantages. He's comfortable giving his email to everyone. This is nice. It's not my it's my work email, so this is not like I'm giving my personal email. Art, I just noticed that I can tip you OnlyFriends too. Yes, OnlyFriends gets a lot of things. Wait, there's one thing I wanted to tell you guys. One thing, I think. Wait. I think there's one thing I wanted to tell you. Okay, I don't remember. I don't really remember. So yeah, that's it. I think couple announcement in the end is just like I said. I'm gonna do live stream on OnlyFriends. If you're following me on OnlyFriends, please put the big thumb up on all my pictures. I'm gonna keep you up with the Twitter updates on my apartment. I'm gonna post more videos, underwear videos this week, because I have to post them. And hopefully I'm gonna make more videos of... Oh, you know what Jeff told me? Jeff told me like, Art, yesterday, yes, because that's what I was telling you. He was like, you are doing so much content, like you need to take a week and like literally only focus on apartment, because you never focus 100, and I did not focus 100%. Like since I moved to New York, my YouTube channel skyrocketed here because of the videos. They're doing so good, guys. Thank you so much. And like he said, like you just need to focus on apartment, and I was like, yes. And I want to do this week, so I might put a little bit less, but I still gonna put a lot. Yeah, but I like what Jeff says. He's a good friend. He can bring me down to the people who are wallet in your life. Keeping up with art is a full-time job. And our TikTok lives, hopefully we're gonna get back to them too, but TikTok, is complicated. But it's 603,000 people on TikTok. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Art is gonna go and film some TikToks and do some work and clean because Evan is coming back on Tuesday, and I need to clean and wash my sheets. When can we join your YouTube channel? What do you mean? Yes, number. Art, bye. Hope you for the best. Dennis Nelson, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys so much, everyone. Everyone who is new here, welcome. And all links in bio. I hope you like this live. I'm sorry if I was too honest. I'm sorry, but hope I don't give bad vibes. You know, I don't mean it if I do. So, bye Vlad, bye Victor, bye Tony, bye Robert. I didn't see David here. Bye Chris Trevino, bye Eric. Also, Joe, have fun in Austin, Texas. Joe just visited Austin, so we love the honesty. Their apartment will come before you know. Exactly. See you.